Hello, everybody. Oh boy, this was really disturbing. Our thoughts and prayers and hearts go out to this family. They have a YouTube channel. It's called Jude 3 and Laura 2. And I want to thank you guys so much for giving me permission to mirror this because I need all of your guys' help. We need to plaster this everywhere. Share it. We want to make this go viral. I had done a video probably about a week ago about elders stalking another family, and they were actually stalking the wife. And, that's bad enough. But when it's a 14-year-old girl and they show up and they know the mom is at work and they were expecting to talk to the daughter alone, a 14-year-old girl. It's like, oh my God. So thank you so much, guys, for letting me mirror this video, and I'm going to play it here in a minute, but I'm also going to put the link down below to their channel because this is an ongoing story. And they did record their call to the police, and they've got another video about calling the police. But we want to let everybody know, protect your children. There's a known pedophile in this congregation, and then two elders show up to talk to the 14-year-old daughter? Oh, hell no. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
All right, to the back for listening to Jude 3 and
Laura too.
all right, thank you. Okay, I cannot speak today.
It's been a traumatic day.
It has been a crazy day. There was a shooting here. The police shot and killed a 17-year-old boy, though he was waving a gun. So, it was just it was stressful here today. But in the middle of all that, during the shooting, the police showed up, the detectives were here, there was, I don't know, about 50 cops here. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting in the house, watching the kids, and I heard this knock at the door. And I just peeked out, and I thought it was detectives that wanted to question me. There was two guys in suits. So when I answered the door, the dog originally kind of just ran out real fast. I grabbed him, put him back in, and I went outside and I said, "Hey, so what's up, guys?" And they literally said, "Is Caitlin here?" And I said, "No, she's not here." And it kind of threw me for a loop since I thought they were detectives wanting to talk about the shooting.
Right.
So when I asked them, I said, "Well, who are you guys?" They literally tuck-tailed the tall black brother. I don't know his name.
Wise.
Brother Wise. Okay, and whoever was with him, his cohort at the time, they tucked tail and ran down the hall, literally a fast-paced walk trying to get away. And as I walked down the hall to follow them, I said, who are you guys? Why are you asking for a 14-year-old girl?
Yeah.
They did not respond, and they just took off.
Yeah.
So I called Laura, and I think I'll just let you kick in right now and tell the rest.
Yeah, so I was at work, and you were saying that there was detectives at the door. And then you called me back and you said that had to be elders because they asked for Caitlin. It's not detectives. And I could not believe it because there was a very strong message put out 2 weeks ago, if that, maybe just a week ago. No contact with Caitlin via the elders. No male figure is to talk to her on her own, even at the Kingdom Hall. No one's to pull her to the side, speak to her. I don't want any male figure whatsoever talking to my female teenager.
Can I just throw this in? Isn't there a pedophile in this congregation?
Well, that's what we're hearing. I don't have, apparently it's never been to the police. So
yeah, of course not.
So this person has never been prosecuted. I knew their son, the one who killed himself, and now I'm getting the full story as to why he did that. My mind is blown, and every picture that I see my children in when I look back, this man is standing close to my kids or helping them with the microphone or, and I'm thinking, wow, now that I know of this person, They're around my children in every photo.
So we got just like from a man's perspective to all the guys who are listening, even the girls too, but from a man's perspective, you got a 14-year-old girl.
And two
we
grown men.
We got two grown men coming to our door saying, "Is Caitlin?" She's 14.
Yeah.
And then I ask, "Who are you?" And they don't even respond to me.
Very
They turn around
creepy.
and walk away. If that's not creepy, so that's my point in doing Kingdom Hall crashes, is that they got pedophiles in these congregations. How do we know? How do we know who's
Yeah.
coming to our door?
I've been in this congregation.
And when they saw me, they tucked-tailed and ran.
I've been in this congregation since I was 4 years old, and I did not know this person was
Yeah.
a pedophile. I thought that the family had problems, but I didn't know that that is what had happened.
So talk for a quick second, because
So they're
you
supposed.
called Bethel.
Yeah, I did call
Okay,
Bethel
so
today, and
talk
I
about
said,
that for a sec, just so we can hear what happened.
yeah, I said, look, what am I supposed to do if I tell the elders no contact with my child, who's a minor, and she's going to the Kingdom Hall alone because I allow it, but I have stipulations. You cannot talk to her, this, that, and the other. How are these people still coming to my door,
Yeah.
asking for her when they know I'm at work? They know I'm not home. They know it's the summertime and that Caitlin is here, most likely by herself. So,
Now, I was listening to the conversation, or to some of it.
yeah, I merged the call with you. I said,
Yeah.
call me now. I'm on the phone
Now
with Bethel.
tell everyone like what he kept saying to you, because I already know, but it just made me so infuriated.
Well, I was asking him, as a guardian of a minor child, how do I pull membership out of this corporation? How do I nullify her baptism when she did it at 12 years old, unaware that this was not a religious organization but a printing corporation, and it has nothing to do with God whatsoever?
I know.
And literally the man just paused for several seconds, and he would just tell me, you need to write a letter to 625 Red Mills Road, Walk Hill, New York, and the zip code. And I'm like, but I don't have to write a letter. I have you on the phone.
Right.
This isn't the Civil War. We have communication.
It was great when you said that.
Why can't I just talk to you? I'm not being ugly to you. I'm being respectful. I just want to know, what are the procedures to pull membership out of this organization? Because I'm being harassed.
Yeah, he would not answer.
He would not answer.
All
He said,
write
yeah,
a letter.
write a letter.
Write a letter.
Write a
Just
letter.
write a letter.
So now what's happening, it's several hours later, I'm off work, I get the full story from you. I did not know that they did not identify themselves and just walked away. That's so rude. When I called Brother Wise at work, after I found out, by the way, that it was him, he literally hung the phone up. I just said, look, there is to be no contact with Caitlin whatsoever from the elders.
So we got grown men coming here asking
Yeah.
for a 14-year-old girl. I chase them down the hall. They tuck-tail run. Laura calls them because she knows these men. I don't.
I've been in this congregation since I was
And
4
she's-
years
and
old.
she's saying, look, stay there. These are grown men. Stay away from a 14-year-old kid.
Yep.
And they hung up on you.
They hung
and
up
what
on
else
me.
did they do?
So then within 20 minutes, I got a little upset, I'm not going to lie. I
yeah.
talked to another elder that has a daughter the same age, they're close, and I told him, I was like, you know what, this is the last straw. The elders are rude. They hung up on the phone. They were rude in the elders meeting about 2 months ago, and I'm done. I told him I was done, that she's no longer allowed to go to the meetings. I'm not doing this. If they're not going to respect a parent's wishes to a minor child, no, she can't go. Because if I can't get you to stop even coming to my house, what are you going to do when my child's at the Kingdom Hall? You don't care about
Yeah.
my wishes. You're
Because
not
they didn't-
listening to me now.
They had no clue that I was here.
Yeah.
And they came here when you weren't home
Yeah,
on purpose.
on purpose.
Specifically to see a 14-year-old girl. We're
Yep.
talking about elders here.
So we're about to call the local police department non-emergency phone number and find out from the local police what to do, because no one's helping us. We're trying to get a hold of the overseer right now, waiting on him to call us back. They will not release his number either. And I finally told my brother-in-law, what do I do at this point? No one's helping me. No one's listening to me. What do I do? And he said they're working on giving you the number, your number. So I don't get the number, but he can call me.
Which probably won't happen.
Probably won't happen. So we're just going to go ahead and take action in our own hands and call the police department and find out what to do.
So we wanted to include you guys in this.
Yep.
What we're going to do now is, hang on, guys. So we're calling the police department, and we're going to ask them what can we do.
Did I finish with the CPS thing? That they called CPS on me?
I don't know.
No, I probably didn't
Go ahead
because
and finish
I'm
it.
so
Yeah, yeah.
angry that I don't even know where I'm going.
Well, I may have interrupted you.
It's fine. So 20 minutes later, after I told Dennis that she can't go to the meetings, the CPS calls me at work and says that there's a welfare check on Caitlin, want to know if she's okay. And if you remember in the previous part 1 discussion, Sarah, the CPS worker has already been involved because Sarah, well, I didn't tell you all that because it was, I didn't want to spill the whole beans, but there was some false accusations made. CPS did get involved. She's been in the home. She understands everything. She's actually married to her husband is a brother of a Jehovah's Witness. She knows all about it. She understands what we're going through. She's very understanding, thank goodness. She called and she's like, hey, what's going on with Caitlin? No one's seen her. Everybody's worried. What's going on? And I said, hun, she's not even here. She's out of town with her aunt, who is a witness, because I'm not keeping her from family. But I am going to keep her from the Kingdom Hall. And I let her know, look, this is what happened today. The elders came to the door. I got upset. I called them and I told them no contact with her. So you're probably going to keep getting phone calls because I'm just done. I'm done with the Jehovah's Witnesses here in this town. I can't deal with it. They're stalking her. And she was like, I get it. I totally understand. She's like, keep doing good. I told her to text my sister, verify that she's with her, and that, she said something about getting pictures later. We ended on a good note, told her about her school, whatever. So anyway, now we're going to call the police department and find out what to do.
Start that. I just want to make a point that this is what they call the truth.
Right.
Grown men with pedophiles in the congregation coming to this door. Let's call the police.
Yes, ma'am. I need to speak to a police officer about my
what's
daughter.
in reference to?
My daughter is literally being stalked by a religious organization here in Longview called Jehovah's Witnesses on Jenny Street. It's the Pine Tree Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses. I've asked the elders not to contact my 14-year-old daughter anymore. And while I was at work today, they came by, 2 grown men came by my house when the shooting happened. And they asked for Caitlin. My fiance answered the door. And they asked for Caitlin, and he said, well, she's not here. And he asked, who are you men? And they literally took off, like just walked away, and he's following them outside. And he's like, hey, who are you guys? Why are you asking for Caitlin? They would not answer him, and they walked away. But the reason
that's really strange.
Yeah, the reason I'm calling you guys is because I don't know what to do. I've talked to the congregation. I told them that she's a minor. I'm no longer.
Yeah, we need to proceed with criminal charges. What is y'all's address? What is your last name?
Payne, Payne.
Your first name?
Laura, Laura.
And a phone number for you, Laura.
I called headquarters today in New York, and I tried to file a complaint, but they wouldn't take it. I told them the whole situation, what's going on with the elders down here, and they told me.
Yeah, you need to get police involved.
Yeah,
they're not gonna listen to you.
No, they said write a letter. I said, how do I write a letter? I'm on the phone with you. They've already. My 17-year-old daughter already left a couple of months ago. A couple and bought her a car, was giving her money, put them on her car insurance, and now they're going after my 14-year-old.
Okay. Do you want an officer to come out to you, or do you want me to have one call and speak with you over the phone?
Calling me is fine. That's perfectly fine.
Okay. I have an officer working the front desk, so I'll have her give you a call back here in just a few.
Thank you so much for being so helpful. We didn't know what to do.
Not a problem at all, ma'am. That would really scare me.
Yeah, it
you know, if it was
is.
my daughter, so.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And then I just heard that there's a pedophile in that congregation. He was molesting his own son, and his son killed himself. And I just found
Oh,
this out
that's
the
so
other
sad.
day. Yeah, and that's why after I heard that, I told the elders, look, I don't want anybody talking to her, any male figure. Like, I'm not going to be there. I'm just fellowship, so I can go, but I can't talk to anyone. So I just let her go by herself. So I told the elders, look, nobody's to have contact with her. I'm not there. I can't protect her, and they're just not listening
Yeah.
at all.
Okay. All right. Well, just keep your phone handy, and I will have my officer call you back.
Okay, thank you so much. God bless.
You're welcome. You too. Bye-bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
All right, that's great news.
That is great news.
Yeah, I'm glad the police are going to step
Boy,
up and
she
help us
acted
out.
like she knew what was up.
Yeah, she might have had phone calls before. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to stop the video here. And what we'll do is when the police call back, we'll record that. And we're going to have to make that a separate video. So we'll post this one. And then keep listening to Jude 3 and
Lord, too.
to find out what happens. Thanks, guys.